Okay, welcome back to China Cash System channel. Today, we're going to be learning different ways to get out of the front headlock. One of the most common positions in wrestling, doesn't matter catch, freestyle, or whatever wrestling style. What are we talking about? The guy snaps me down, puts one in his hand, and he gets this front headlock. Annoying position. So the camera can go around. He has my head on this side, and he has my arm on the other side. There, that's it. Now he can have different variations. He can have a chin and an arm strap, like this. So where he goes behind my elbow and putting this elbow up and chin strap. But today we're not talking about that. We're just talking when he clamps his hands like this. Right. This is the position we're gonna start with. So the camera can go to the other side. We're gonna go. The first thing I want to do is I want to make sure I'm protecting my neck and also protecting my position by controlling this elbow. This elbow. I'm gonna go deep inside the neck. And I'm just going to be clamping down with my elbow like this. You see how much gap we created? So it was here. So when I go deep enough, I just pull down my elbow. I'm not using any power. This is just my elbow talking. And there's already a lot of gap. This allows me to breathe. But it also allows me to avoid his back takes. Because if now Coach Leza will go behind me, he'll just end up with this weird arm here. Go ahead, go all the way behind me. See, his arm is stuck here, which allows me to just stand up, or in most likely cases, I would just grab this arm with my other hand, put some pressure on that elbow, and then once I put enough pressure, his shoulder comes down, I'll just get him in a, like a bank ride, right? So he doesn't want to go behind me because of that. Now if we want a little bit more realistic variation, again, same thing, he goes there, and inside and clamp down. He goes behind, but not totally behind. And this is like a little bit more realistic variation. That's fine. I'm just gonna stand up, and he's gonna be standing up, and then I'm gonna be like doing this. Like normally what I'm doing is, my hand go down please. So my hand would go here and here, but he doesn't like it because I might take his back. So he's gonna be standing up, and we both end up standing up like this. Now again, same thing. Grab the elbow, guide him through, hold the elbow, take his back. Most likely, that's what's going to be happening. So, he knows that. As a good wrestler, he knows that's going to be happening. So he doesn't even try to take my back without getting his elbow out first. So what he wants to do is really get this elbow back. Boom, if he gets the elbow back here, now it's giving me problems. So I want to make sure that elbow stays with me. And that allows us for our first technique. The first technique is called drag out. So I'm here, my leg is behind me. Everything is nice. I'm going to move my leg to my side, which allows my drag out. So I'm going to go knee to knee, ear to ear, and arm to arm. So right now, my left knee is up. I'm going to bring it down, and I go to my right knee. At the same time, my head spins from my right ear to my left ear. And finally, my left arm passes his arm to my right arm. Boom. And then going here. Now here, if the camera can come back, you see how I'm shelving his arm on top of here? I don't want his arm to dangle down here because he might get an underhook on me, and now we're gonna do that. I'm gonna keep my elbow tight, so I shelve his arm on top of my leg. Why? Because now I can use my belly to press his elbow down. See how he's going? Because he's getting arm barred here. And that allows me to, again, take his back. Right? So let's do it one more time from a different angle. Go ahead. From here. First get your grip, now I move my leg, I go knee to knee, ear to ear, arm to arm, shelving that elbow, and move to the side. And again, he's getting arm barred. You can hear Coach is a little bit exaggerating in the pain, but yeah, that's basically
it really hurts.
Yeah. And now from here, we move behind him and take our back. Make sure when you take the back, put your hip on top of his hip and your chest on top of his chest. That's the heaviest part you want to be. You don't want to be too much on the side. You want to be a little bit here. Okay, go put your arm on. There's a lot of pressure on his arms right now. Okay, so I don't want to be totally on this side because there's no pressure. He can start moving. Once I'm here, a lot of pressure. Now I can start moving left to right and breaking him down just by that kind of back and forth motion. Right? So one time, like real speed, looks like this. First hold it. Now go up, turn, boom. Take, and take the back. That's how it looks like. And this is actually easier in a wrestling match or in an MMA match when we don't have our shirts on. Like, how does it feel, by the way?
It's like sudden movement. It's really like what's allowing me to move easy or him to move my body easy is the pain from my shoulder.
Right. And here's the cool thing. Like, unless coach knows this technique, he doesn't really realize what's going on. He feels like you're in control, right? You feel like you're in control. Still feel like you're in control. And even right now, you still feel like you're in control. But then suddenly, now you feel like you're losing everything. Like, went from 100 to like 0 control. So it's, unless he knows the technique, it's really surprising for most people.
You should mention how the hand gets stuck there, because what beginners do is, basically when they do this, the movement itself, they don't. You can notice your coach Barbara is clamping it down, so my arm gets dragged in with it. That's what actually brings the pain and gives me this sudden motion forward.
This kind of arm bar right here. If I let go,
loose, I'll bring it down immediately.
And not just bring it down, he bring all the way to the other side. And now he gets a body lock. If you stand up and gets the body lock, and I'm gonna go for a ride again. So make sure. If you cannot do this, this would be the best option. If you cannot do, at least put it on your elbow. So put your elbow on your knee so that he can't bring it from this side. Like he wants to do that, but I'm not letting him. And then he wants to pull this way, but I'm not letting him like this. So at least do this. Of course, the best one would be if you hold it here.
It's already painful right now.
Yeah, right now it's
even
painful.
without the chest like pressing.
Right, but at least if you can do this, this would be okay. Now he cannot come out either. So no gap. Okay, so that's the first one, drag out, also known as sucker drag. Now, if coach has been around the block and he knows this technique, what he's gonna be doing is he's gonna be changing his head position from this side to that side. From that side, yeah. So now the drag will be much more difficult because when I go, my head kind of gets stuck here. However, now it allows me to do on the right side, so I cannot go left, so I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna, same position as before. This time I'm gonna go long sit through, so it's called a long sit out. I'm gonna go all the way here, but I'm not gonna stop here as a sit out. I'm gonna go all the way long, like this. Now you feel, how does it feel bad?
It's a slight crank.
Yeah, there's an elbow lock
here,
here, like a double wrist lock right now. So if I go turn it, just using my right knee to breach, that's elbow lock right there. So obviously in a match, coach would be trying to mount me right now. He would mount me, and now I'm in a problem. So I want to make sure, once I come here, I want to make sure that that leg never crosses me. I'll be here all the time. I might use my elbow sometimes, but easiest one is to just stop the knee. If the knee cannot pass you, try to high step, please. If the knee cannot pass you, I'm fine. As long as I keep pressure on this arm and don't let that knee. Now I can just reach over, still holding the arm, and I come to my front headlock. Right? So I get the headlock. Now coach can do it. So from here, he goes to the leg, and now don't go yet, please. I'm gonna move my head from this side to that side to stop him from do the first technique first. No, first technique, please. Yeah, you see how it's difficult because my head is on this side. So that allows him to do the second technique. Boom, all the way to the ground. Yes, sir. He's getting arm lock. I can't really hold him. And go ahead, and he rolls, and he gets my front hit. There. Now I'm doing a little bit faster. This is kind of annoying to do fast, but let's do it a little bit faster. So let's do it towards the camera, please. So here, I'm here. I'm here, and now I'm gonna just go. His head is already on that side. I know I cannot go that one, so I'm just gonna go the first one. That's how it looks like. Right? It's a little bit annoying. It might hurt your partner's arm a little bit if you go fast enough. That's why we were going slowly to warm up.
Yeah, when you go fast, you don't even actually face plant normally because the pain. I want to move with momentum. Otherwise, I'm going to really injure my shoulder.
Yeah, a lot of time. Yeah, exactly. They're going to face plant. Now, this is for this works against everybody. You either drag out them, or you long sit out. Put your back on the ground. Make sure you put the most common mistake, by the way, is when everybody just do the short sit out like this, and then they like, oh, it's not hurting him, and then they're just gonna get assassin. Go ahead, do the assassin. Yeah, it's either a neck lock or a strangulation. So everybody does a short sit out in the beginning. You really want to exaggerate them. You want to come all the way down before you reach over to get that arm lock. Now, just for variety's sake, we're gonna go 2 more techniques. So right now we went left with the drag out, right with the long sit out. Now we're gonna go back and forth. So let's go back first. Again, same position. I'm here. Now I see Coach Lesan is not moving any direction. I'm like, okay, he's not moving. As long as he's not moving, I'm fine. As long as I keep this hand in, I'm fine. But I don't want to stay here for too long. For example, if I'm losing on points or something, I want to get out. So what I'm going to be, I'll start moving backwards. First get off my knee and move backwards. Once I'm here, I put both hands on the ground and start moving backwards. Now if coach is not following me, most people will follow me. They will just follow me. But let's say for some reason he's not following me. He's just holding really tight. This allows me to do even harder drag out. So I'm going to spin my whole body like this. Right? The whole body spins, and that allows me to do the whole drag out much more powerfully. Ear to ear. So this ear should touch the man's belly. Like that. It's a really powerful one. So again, we got it here. I got it in. I see coach is not moving. I first move back before I let go of my arm. I let go, I get all the slack out. He's still not moving. I turn to the side, and I drag out. This is, you create so much momentum by that skip step to get out. Now, if coach has been around the block, he knows, don't just stand there. Follow the guy, obviously. So he holds the front headlock. And whenever I start moving out, he's just moving with me. And this is like annoying. I can't really do my technique because he's moving with me. So this one, I'm gonna move back. When he follows me, I'm gonna drive forward. So back, follow me, drive forward. Once I'm here, I look over my shoulder and double leg. Boom. Stay away from his guard. Sometimes you have to even go here and then get over that leg before you get out. Or you can just finish here with the far side triangle. Right? So, one more time, a little bit. So from here, get this one. The guy is not moving. Move back, he follows you. Go in. And then get the double leg. Now, coach, can you get off both knees and just follow me? Let's see that realistic version. So a lot of time when I start moving, they follow me like this, and this allows me to like a proper penetration step. So I move back, he follows, I go in, boom, boom, and boom. Now he's gonna turn it back to the guard. I'm gonna keep this leg high. Try to turn back to the guard. I'm keeping this leg high until I shelf it with my leg. Now I can start moving behind him. Right. So we have 4 different variations. Right, the drag out or sucker drag. Left, long sit out. Back, pyramid escape, and then drag out. And then forward, backwards, and then back front, double leg. Choose your pick.
I go for the drag.
Yeah.
Most of the time the drag works.
Exactly. So most of the people, the drag works, especially without like, you know, clothes. It works really well. Like I would say, if you do the drag really well, you would be able to count like 90% of the time out anyway. So you don't really need the rest. Plus, it's the least energy consumption.
Yeah.
That's for us, you know. You don't need to lose so much energy. You get out in a front headlock already, great. Or you take his back, beautiful. But drag out works really well combination with a long sit out. So you make sure if you can't go right, you go left. If you can't go back, you go forward. I go.
Okay. Good.